here at TalkSlamRadio.com. I've got a little treat for you. Back again, and one of our hosts, Andrew Reed, a.k.a. Mr. Mention. Take it away, Mr. Mention. Stick around, people. This is just a taste.
What is a life when we can't appreciate the rain that falls? What is a life when we don't have no hope at all? What is a life? What is life? What is life? What is life? What is life when you can't look me in the eye? What is life when you don't want me to survive? What is life when you don't want me standing in the light? What is life? What is life? What is life? What is life?
That's what I'm talking about.
Life is when you hold my hands. Life is when my words you try to understand. Life is when we share all our love, all our love from above. Now that is life. That is life. That is life. That is life. Life is when you hold my hands. Life is when my ways you try to understand. Life is when we share all our love, all our love from above. That is life. That is life. That is life. That is life.
Woo!
That is awesome.
Oh, man. Now, as we say, music to my ears, man. That is just so beautiful, Andrew, a.k.a. Mr. Mention. Which one do you want me to call you? A.k.a. or Mr. Mention? I mean, Mr. Reed or Andrew Reed, or which one?
You can call me Andrew Reed. You can call me Mr.
I'll tell you what.
You know,
Listen. What are we gonna?
We're gonna call him Mr. Mention because I go by my stage name when I can walk down the road. People know my stage name. They cannot, for the life of you, remember your real name.
That's right.
Okay,
So,
Mr.
Mr. Mention.
voted. He already gave our TMZ reporter and photog Antonio Ramirez, which is not with us tonight. So I do apologize for those emails that came out for Antonio Ramirez. He is not on our show tonight. Yes, I'm bummed, but these things do happen, and his work took him away from us this evening. Once again, welcome to How Did We Get Here? Our show is about everybody out there, society as a whole, as an individual, whether you went from rags to riches or riches to rags. If you have a story out there, we'd love to hear it. That is for sure. And of course, with all my hosts, I pretty much bring everybody out and we talk about different topics. I've got Tow Truck. over here to my left. That's right.
Yeah.
And we have Anna Brom right here from RagingNerdgasm.com. She's our pop culturist. And our new addition, which we are all tickled. Don't you agree? We're all tickled to death to have Mr. Mention on the show with us. So,
Wait.
Yeah.
We need to do the traditional grouping. Oh my God.
yeah, they can't see your boobies this time, okay?
Okay,
Sorry,
move,
I
move
swear.
the
This is a
dragon.
big dragon.
She's
in
got
the
these.
way.
I mean, I swear, we were discussing the weight of each of her tit. Okay, I mean, they're huge, man. Okay, I mean, I know her husband. He knows, and I love him to death, man. But God,
Which
man,
one is the
They're
weight of a small child?
27.3 pounds apiece. But that's beside the point.
oh God, because we were talking about weight. And, you know what's happening with the whole. Well, I think you said you caught a little bit of a show about drinking the 16 ounce in New York and how they stopped that and all that stuff. Craziness, man. That's for sure. Right here on www.talkslamradio.com. There's a lot of cool shows on this radio station. As we all know, everything's going to the web. So we consider ourselves at the forefront of what's happening. And I was certainly fortunate that Nolan Ray, we got in touch with each other, and here I am doing the show, and I proclaim this show, how did we get here as a society, as a whole, like I said, as individuals, and we try to keep it fun and lighthearted. Every once in a while, I guess we do touch on serious things. Now, okay, well, reality of the situation is my email went down. So I will try to answer some of the emails that I had coming in, and so I'll try to get to them best I can. But it did happen, and so we'll try to get through those emails a little bit at a time today. I do remember that one of them was, actually, and let's check this out. One of the first emails was, anyway, one I remember was, because I can't write them all down, we can't answer them all, but one of the questions was, Mr. Mention, and for everybody out there, Andrew Reed II, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And a.k.a. Mr. Mention, and now we have proclaimed that he is Mr. Mention from here on out, and you will never hear Andrew out of my lips again. That's not true, but anyway. But one of the questions is that, okay, your travels have taken you overseas, and I think the question led to something like this. I know everybody's out there. Oh, anyway, I'll get to that one too. So you became pretty popular overseas, and the last place that you did the compilation CD was in the Czech Republic, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yes, that's exactly.
And that's a great CD, by the way. Mr. Crow and Andrew Reed compilation. So you tell everybody at home what your adventure was to propel you to go to Europe and do all the other travel, because you have traveled around. My God, we've shared many, many times talking about things. And so share it with everybody at home.
Well, first of all, I must say I'm grateful for everything. Give thanks always.
Always.
And,
Amen to that.
in my travels, what motivates me to travel is, I'm from a small island, the island of Jamaica.
Right.
When you're from a small island, I think, if you're an adventurous person, it doesn't go away. You always want to be adventurous, And I think that's what, kind of take me to different countries, different islands, just to learn and to humble myself and to edify myself, because sometimes it's not all about, everybody else. Sometimes you have to actually look within yourself and edify. And all these travels that I've done throughout the whole world, it has enabled me to humble and to edify myself and to try to be a part of things that are going to be extremely successful, in not only in financially, not only in a certain way, but also emotionally and spiritually. We are all different people. The beauty about we being different, that is that we are perfect. We were made perfect. And these travels that I've done all over these years have enabled me to understand that, everybody has that original speciality about them.
I have to agree. I have to agree with you. I have to agree with you. Well, we could look at our, of our little team here. I mean, everybody's got their different things that they've done in their life to bring us together, and it's really crazy because me and Tow Truck actually got in contact with each other almost 3 years ago, and we were going to travel and go up north, and we had a comedy show booked. But anyway, I broke my leg. A lot of violence, crying babies. Yeah.
Don't throw a garbage can in front of him because he cannot clear it.
No, especially industrial garbage cans. That was interesting, to say the least. But that's the film industry,
I think you
And they
walked
got
right
it on
in your
film.
way.
and they got it on film.
So
They do.
a haunted mansion for Antonio would be nothing but like in industrial strength garbage cans everywhere.
Hey, that sucker was probably 3 feet off the ground, and I'm running in cowboy boots on sand. You know, I was like, man, that was wrong anyway. So you've done your travels overseas, and you've been quite successful overseas, if I might add, because a lot of people really know you overseas. Now, in America, you have hit America. I know that you've traveled to New York, and you do all kinds of things. Right behind me, you're going to see a sign, and I'll get to even that, where you can purchase it at. Q Bean Coffee, coffee with a purchase. Purpose, excuse me. Yeah, you get me with the purchase. No, but coffee with a purpose. And tell us a little bit about Q Bean Coffee real quick.
Well, when you say coffee with a purpose, you're talking about coffee that is actually helping people throughout the community. Coffee that, when you sit and you drink a cup of coffee, you're not only drinking a cup of coffee, but you're drinking a cup of coffee that contributes to the young people in the community, enable them to get scholarships. For instance, you purchase one bag of coffee, the proceed goes right back into the community.
I think that's a beautiful thing. That's why I decided to carry it.
It's a great thing to actually be a part of such a worldwide kind of
very positive too.
Positive
Absolutely,
energy.
absolutely,
So,
absolutely.
These Q Bean Coffee is that's why it's called coffee with a purpose.
Right, and I love the names of them. If you don't mind, let me read these off. I mean, names that are coffee are. Or Anna, read them off for me.
Where am I reading?
Right there.
We have aspirations.
Aspirations.
Yes.
Great word. Great word. Aspirations. Next one.
Determination.
What is it?
Determination.
Yes.
What is it?
Determination.
Get in that phone microphone, woman.
The
Come on, you're
determination.
used to having big things around you.
I'm totally, We're not talking about my past
I had to
here.
throw that in there.
Inspiration.
Inspiration.
Yes.
Creativity.
Creativity.
And imagination.
And imagination. And I'll tell you this.
Is that Disney related?
Yeah,
I'm just wondering.
I feel like I'm in the engineers.
Well, I'll tell you what. Of course, me and Mr. Mention had met each other, and I got to tell you, and I've told you this before, I was so honored that you had asked me to be involved with you with your music also on top of what I'm doing, because I cannot wait for us to travel. I know that it's in the stars. It's already been written, because we met each other, and the situation that led us to start talking and understanding that we're good with everything that we talk about, as everybody here on a panel, and so it's going to be a lot of pleasure doing that. But Q Bean Coffee is sold to schools around the world, or around America, right?
Right.
Is that correct?
Right.
Okay.
It's
And
in many schools it's used mainly for fundraising.
Right.
In the schools, because
Right.
you have to, everybody get a fear fed out of this coffee.
Sure.
Everybody's
Sure.
definitely it's an inspirational thing to know that you can actually fundraise and help people in your school to get forward, help people in the community to get forward. So it's a great thing. It's
Is this
really,
whole
really
bean, or is this for pre-ground already?
whole
or?
bean and ground?
Whole bean and ground. Yep. And so what happened is that when he got involved, because what he does is he goes around to all the schools. As a matter of fact, he flew up north, and he plays his music, and he talks to the children and everybody about music, and to go after their aspirations, and so I decided, and we had talked about it, to bring it into the wine and cigar shop over at Oldsmar Market. Mm-hmm. Of course, some of you may know out there that I got involved in a venture. Well, I got involved in a few ventures with Angel Arbello. And so now there's a wine and cigar shop, and it's called Siboney for the moment. We're going to be changing that name, and we'll probably call it Angels again, or Arbello's. I don't know what we're going to do with that. But anyway, so we carry coffee, cigars, and wonderful wines. Right now, we're carrying 36 different flavors of wine and about 56 different types of cigars. Very cool. And we're carrying Q Bean Coffee with a Purpose. That is off of Tampa Road and Racetrack Road. Come out there and visit me. It's towards the back. When you say Oldsmar Market, some of you may know it. You might say, Oldsmar Market, we have air conditioning. The shop is, well, Anna, you've been there. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful
Not
place.
to mention, it's now getting to that winter.
Yes.
So it's not hot in the morning.
Right.
right,
So,
that's right.
yeah. But when you come in our store, you get nice and cooled off. We have wine tasting on the weekend, so you definitely want to check that out. But I want to give a shout out to Angel Arbello out there. Angel, I hope you're watching tonight. I know that we've had a busy day, that's for sure, to say the least. Visit him over at 4040 West Waters Avenue at Angel's Fun Collectibles and Smoke Shop. And I tell you, for all your smoking needs out there, go out there and visit with him and say the keyword, party on. No, you just tell him, hey, I saw the show and I heard maybe you hooked me up with a little discount.
Just tell them we sent you. That's all.
That's it. Yeah,
And call
that's
him
it.
Lion King for me.
Yeah, the Lion King. That's right. Anna proclaimed you the Lion King. So you're now the Lion King.
That's right.
To move forward, now that I remember that, the other email is tow truck. You have traveled with some of the best out there, and if you could explain to everybody out there, because if I remember the email correct, it was like, who has tow truck played with? Now we've gone over it again, but I try to get all the emails answered. Please tell everybody out there what you've done.
I've done a lot of local stuff right here with Pretty Paul Parsons. Opened up for him before. He's really pretty good. If you Paul out there, hey, Potty. I've also done with Jim Brewer from Saturday Night Live. Opened up for Louis Anderson. Did a lot of the shows out here in Improv. I've actually toured over as far as what do you call it, Daytona over there, where I was at Bike Week up there, and David Allen Cole was playing at the Iron Horse Saloon. And when he took his break, I got to go up there for a couple minutes, and I didn't get killed. So I'm actually pretty happy about that because
Right.
us fellow bikers, well, you know how it is. Right on.
You know, people can hear you, and you're off the screen, and I mean, you can't miss it because he keeps interrupting everything we say.
That's
so
right.
I mean,
I'm
it's
like-
just the way it is.
That's my whole
It's
gig.
like
Can we
they-
fix the camera?
I'll tell you, maybe if Adam could figure that out for us, that'd be great. So since we're asking that question, why don't we go ahead and ask the other question of Anna? How did you get involved with it? Since we're on that track, why don't we just go ahead and do that all together? How did you get on that track
Which,
of
which part?
with the collectibles? With www.ragingnerdgasm.com. Thank you, Adam. You're a big brother there.
Awesome. Thank you. Pretty much, I married into it.
You married into it,
Yes,
right?
pretty much. I was what is known as not as a full-time collector, but a recreational collector. This is one of my pieces that I had before I met Tom.
Now you're going to be seeing a picture of that, so definitely stick around out there.
Yes, and pretty much when I met Tom, it was interesting. He stalked me.
He stalked you, of course he did.
stalked me.
He wanted her toy.
Yes.
Yeah, he wanted her toe.
We met at the
Play,
18
play,
movie.
play.
And he turned out. Ladies, when they tell you that you should give a guy a chance if he seems nice, I did, and it turned out great.
He's a great guy.
He's a great guy. Dorky as hell, but I love him.
Hey, he's cool. I know.
Yes,
He's a cool
very
guy.
Cool.
Thumbs up, bro.
That's,
Thumbs
what,
up.
that's what's important.
Yes.
There you go. I
know?
agree.
And a couple years back, the first time he went to the hospital, he had a calcified gallbladder, and I thought I was going to lose him. This shortly after we got engaged. And I started Raging Nerdgasm on the seat right next to his hospital bed.
Oh, wow. That's so cool.
Yeah, so I made the logo there, and he's like, "What are you working?" I was like, "Don't worry, it's a surprise, surprise." As he was going to surgery, and when he came back, I had the logo done, and I had a basic webpage set up. I was like, "You always wanted to be a toy historian. I have the skills. I'm going to help
That's
you."
really cool.
So
well-
it's been about a year now.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, you with the Raging Nerdgasm, and that's taken off for you, and that's
Yeah.
wonderful. And yeah, I lost my train of thought there because I had another question to back that up. I mean, it's going to be one of them nights. But we do have a great special guest that'll be on in a little bit. Suia Mohammed. She is an author, and she speaks, and also she had some new adventures that she's going to tell us about. And her book is called Don't Call Me Crazy, I'm Just in Love. I tell you, for any of us out there, we've all been in love and we've all gone crazy. So that's just the way that lives, that's for sure.
I'll
So
drink
she'll
to
be
that.
on. She'll be on a little bit later on in the show. Now, okay, let's forget about the emails. We don't make this show politics, but this is directed not at people at home, but this is directed at Tow Truck, and we love each other to death. But please, I'm going to beg you one more time to vote the other way.
Well, I can't. I really haven't decided yet, but I went and did my research. Now, everyone says Romney only donated 14%, but he donated 1.27 million.
No. I understand, but he's a billionaire. He's a billionaire, okay?
So-
And he has been a billionaire for a long time, and he wasn't made. He didn't make himself. But anyway,
no,
that
he
doesn't
did.
matter.
Actually, he
that,
did.
That doesn't matter to me.
His daddy was a governor. Okay, I found that
Yeah.
out. And then he
Okay.
gave him his money.
And let me tell you,
He took the money. I'm
Okay.
finished. He donated all the money his dad gave him to the churches.
Yes.
Right.
To about 4 different churches, not
Okay.
just his own.
okay,
He said that. And then he took a loan out from the churches for $300.
Oh,
$300 he took. He invested it. He knew how to make the money.
Yep.
The rest is history.
yeah,
Yep.
So
okay,
all the money that he made, all the money that he has, is self-earned. Now
Yes.
I'll give him that.
okay, all right, all right.
Now the only
Well,
thing that I'm looking at is America needs jobs.
okay, now, okay,
That's what we need,
Okay, now,
jobs.
okay, I agree. Before anything else, but here is where the rub comes in. Okay, now, I told a couple friends of mine, and they swore to me. They were like, I said, please do not vote in Bush. And they were like, no, I'm voting in Bush. I'm voting in Bush. I like Bush. Bush. Da, 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 da. I was like, please don't do it. We are going to regret this. We're going to be in a war. And boy, oh boy, did Bush take us to war, and he took us to the cleaners.
But here's the thing with the whole thing.
Whoa,
We got-
wait.
They
I don't know
attacked
if you
us.
know. I don't know if
They
let me just finish.
Okay.
I don't know if anybody knows about Building 7. They actually wrote a song about it, and I don't know how a building can collapse. You have the Twin Towers here, and God rest his soul.
The jet
and-
engine went through the building. They already found that they removed the jet engine from Building 7. That they coincidentally don't say that.
Okay, but now,
But there's photographs
but
on
you
the
do
web
know,
where
but you
can see
do
them
know,
pulling the jet
you
engine
do
out
know,
of it.
you do know what was in there, and they didn't release it even after they knew it was in there, right?
Well, the building was
All
half
Fannie
the building
Mae-
was, half the building was empty.
Fannie Mae and
And,
Freddie Mac, that was their main building before the housing collapsed. So during 9/11, they could have stood up and told Americans, hey, I just found out, but he knew. I just found out. You're commander in chief. You know shit like that's going down. And he did not tell Americans, hey, not only that, people, but I inherited another problem here. And I don't know what's going on, but we've just been hustled by Wall Street. We've just been hustled, people of America. However he was going to say it, he didn't do it. Now, here comes Obama. I voted for him after 8 years of plunder, military, big bullets. Whenever I hear Romney talk, that's all I hear. Now, the last debate, if anything was going to change my mind, was the last debate. This man has changed his view. Now he's world peace. World peace. We should have world peace. I don't want wars.
The only problem is
Dude,
we are the police
dude.
department.
Yeah,
But
when
yes,
it comes
I,
to the
under-
world,
I understand that.
we are the police.
I
so-
understand that. But we have got, since Obama's been in office, there has still been attacks, and there will be attacks, and I don't care who took office at all,
Can I
that
put-
there would still be problems. Absolutely.
Can I put 2 cents in?
Yes,
here?
please. Okay, go
All
ahead.
right. Bipartisan aside, theories, whatever. The bottom line is we got hit in our own backyard and it killed
Right.
thousands of people.
And we went and blew up
3,000.
another
Now-
place, and we went and blew another place that we had no
Correct.
business in.
Now.
Chasing the wrong people.
Now, you being the head, the
Well, I have to
president of the
agree with that
United
part.
States, okay, regardless whether you're Democrat or Republican,
Okay.
if you have your entire country going, we need to hit back. What is the right answer? And at the time is we never encountered this
Yes.
problem,
I
and
agree.
nobody
All
knew
Americans
what to
came
do.
together. They flew. Everyone flew the flag.
Yes.
Everyone
Right.
everyone was yelling the same thing: revenge.
I guess here's my
So
point. Here's my point.
Bush had to do what people were asking for.
I cannot,
revenge.
and I watched debate, and I was like, there is no way that I'm going to vote for another wishy-washy person, okay, that he sounded like he was selling vacuum cleaners, okay? The guy is a door-to-door salesman. That is how he pitches his Bain company. That's how he's made his money. And when he stood there in front of America and changed every political view that he had got changed in 2 weeks when he was out on the road promoting, we need to do this, we need to do that. And all of a sudden now it's like,
Well,
peace.
here's-
We
here's
need
the thing,
world
too.
peace. I agree with you, Obama. Please, Andrew,
No,
please.
Let
I mean, Mr. Rancher,
let
please.
me ask a question.
Sure.
Sure, go ahead.
How much does a life worth?
There you go.
Well,
Where do you put the
when
price
I
on
was
it?
in Vietnam, it was $20,000.
Yes,
Well,
it
that's
was.
what I'm saying. So you put a price on it.
They put
Now-
that's what the government. When you're dead, your life insurance policy at the time was $20,000.
Okay.
I'm not talking about insurance.
Well, that's what they were.
I'm talking about as human to another human. How much does your life worth?
Right.
It's priceless as far as I'm concerned.
Well, every human life.
Every human life is priceless. But
Because the
Okay.
moment you
as far as
start,
being in the military, I have been in combat. I have killed people before.
Yeah.
It's been
To
something
me-
I'm not proud
What's your,
of,
what's
but
your,
to me, a house that is divided by itself can never stand.
This is true.
there you go. Okay.
So we have
And-
to start
Now-
recognizing and knowing
That's right.
how
Here's-
much am I my brother's keeper?
I
Let's leave
said that
politics
a few
out of
weeks
the
ago.
question.
Agreed.
Let us
Agreed.
leave all these animosity out of the question.
I agree. I
Can
agree.
I respect the young people in the community, and can I be my brother's keeper?
Yeah.
That is it. That is supposed to not two wrongs don't make a right.
Agreed. Agreed.
You bomb me, I bomb you. I am not a
I
politician.
don't like that.
don't
I
deal
hate
with
that.
politics.
I hate that, man.
But
I hate that.
realistically,
Right.
if you can put a price on a life, that means your life has a price.
Okay, now
Right.
that's another thing. The senator, the ambassador that was killed in Libya.
Tragic, man.
He had 2 SEAL agents with him, protecting him, and another person. It was a setup. Now, why would the president go and try to bust this poor guy who made this movie?
No, he didn't. He stood up in a rose garden and 12, 14 hours later, and he said, and they got it on tape.
That's
They
right.
already went through their fact checking, and he said, hey, we just got hit by terrorists.
That's right. And then he turned around and said, all because the terrorists hit us because of this video.
He did not say that.
Oh, yes, he did.
On the rose garden, he
Yes,
did
he
not.
did.
No, he did not on the
Matter of
rose
fact,
garden. Not
no,
not at the Capitol. 14
right.
hours later, that's all he said. Afterwards,
That's right.
all the intelligence starts coming in. The reality of the situation is, what are we going to do? Go to war
Okay.
for 4 people that put themselves in harm's way?
No,
God bless
let me
them. God
explain-
rest their soul.
let me explain
It's
something.
wrong.
Let me
I
say-
don't believe in war.
Let me explain one thing that you don't
Negotiate till you have to do it.
know about. Okay, here's the thing. The military, the government, Obama, okay, donated weapons for the rebels to fight Gaddafi.
Yep.
Now,
Okay.
it was time to pick up those weapons, called Lend-Lease, like we did back in World
Okay.
War II.
Yes.
Now, when it comes time to pick up the weapons, they knew they went to get the weapons. It was a setup, and they were killed.
Yes.
All of them. Not only did they kill the senator, they sodomized him.
I know. No,
Okay.
listen. I'm not. Look,
Insult to
all I'm
injury.
saying is
Now, to
that this
me-
country is tired of war. I am sick of war. Obama is trying to do the best he can. There is no man on the
Here's-
planet that can
here's the
fix this in
problem.
4
He
years.
apologized.
No way.
He
All right,
apologized to
one
the
more minute,
people.
and we're off the subject.
Okay, but he
Yeah.
apologized to the people, correct?
Yes. Here
Now, you
again.
shouldn't do
He
that.
did not apologize to
Yes.
the
Real
people.
quick,
No,
real
he
quick.
did not.
I'll bring the clip in.
Here's-
It's on the
here's
video.
I'd love to see it.
Here's
I'd
the
love to hear
bottom
him
line,
say,
gentlemen.
I
Here's-
apologize. I'm sorry for the
Here's-
video. I want to hear
Here's the
that.
bottom line, and I am the daughter. My father served both in Vietnam and Korea.
Okay.
Okay, he is a veteran, and I'm taking care of him right now. Bless his heart. I do the best that I can. However,
30
the,
seconds.
The problem is that we're trying to be peaceful. The problem is they don't want to be peaceful with us. That's the
but we can't. Who,
problem.
but we can't keep fighting. We just can't do it.
Well, you
I don't
tell
believe
them
it.
that.
If you just leave them alone, you think they're going to leave you alone?
No.
Let me tell you something. Whether we fight them
You-
or not, it's not going to fix it. So two wrongs don't make a right. I
I'm
don't
not
agree with it.
saying-
Okay.
I'm not
The more-
saying that it's the
The more
right
you
thing.
fight,
The motive is this. You're always going to hear from your side, and they're hearing from
absolutely,
their side.
absolutely.
It's
And
50-50.
the
But I'm
only
not
thing
prior
I can-
veteran.
15
I'm
seconds
sorry.
on this
However,
subject.
The
15
only thing
seconds.
I can
We-
say
we
is
are-
definitely the war does not make anything become successful.
However, we
Agreed.
are entitled to defend ourselves.
Oh, I agree, but you can't go to
No
war
war, no
over
war.
4 people. You just can't do it.
No
You
war.
can't put a whole
Yes.
country in
You
You
arms.
sorry,
have
race.
these
you
people,
can't.
they're decapitating our own folks. They're kidnapping.
Okay,
they're
so-
kind of
so,
putting
okay.
it on video.
jrich.org. Go on
So
jrich.org.
what you're saying
and
is
watch them
that
killing
every
the kids.
time, okay,
Cutting their
so
heads
what
off.
you're saying is
Yeah.
that every time an American dies in another country because due to terrorism, which other countries are dealing with terrorism and losing lives, and you don't see them bombing the shit out of them, I don't believe in it. You know, people put themselves in those predicaments. They understand. And God bless them for it. We love them as Americans. I do. Never downed them for that. They loved Chris Stevens over there. Loved him.
The
And
Libyans did, yes.
And by
but
the
not
way,
the guerrillas.
and by the way, people, I said Basra last week. I know you corrected me on my email. Benghazi. Okay? So there you go. So now I corrected myself. All right. We're done on that subject. That's about politics. That's my opinion. But we can agree to disagree. I love that.
That's what's great about America.
That's what's great
We
about
are the
America.
melting pot.
But whether you vote for Obama or Romney, doesn't matter. Get out there and vote if you believe so wholeheartedly. But all I'm going to say is this, and I said this when Bush came in office before 9/11. You vote this man in, and America will be in another war in 2 years, whether you like it or whether I like it. And for a man to say that people that are on food stamps, because now there's 47 million instead of 32 million. He's made it such a point to drive that home on Americans. When people are hungry, are we to discard them? His son got hurt. Now, what happens if he can't feed his family? We paid into that system. It is degrading for him to say that to Americans, and it makes no difference to me. If his family, his son, because he got hurt, doesn't matter where he got hurt, how he got hurt, if he needs food stamps to eat, I don't mind. Do you?
The problem
He's an
is-
American. No, there is no problem.
He did.
It's
He
a
took-
cut and dry situation.
where he got the money
If the
from.
man is hungry, I don't give a shit. If the man is hungry, he deserves to eat. I don't want to hear
Okay,
it.
but right now,
Nobody's saying
right
anything
now
about
you
that.
have no Social Security when you retire
Yeah.
because you're too young. How old are you right now? You're less than 54, right?
Yeah, but
Okay,
man.
I'm covered. I'm at the right age. I'm covered.
Now here's my
But you
argument.
guys are not.
All right.
That's the whole
Here's,
bottom
All
line.
here's my argument with
We're going to agree
welfare
to
real
disagree.
quick.
Let's get off that. This is a
All right,
happy
that's
show.
good.
All right. Like I said, Sweya Mohammed is going to be on. She's going to talk to us about her book. We're going to head off to Anna. What's going on with pop culture out there
Pop
tonight?
culture. All right, we got a couple things to tackle.
All right,
today.
let's
First
talk
of
about it,
all,
baby.
Disney decided to tackle the concept of the Latino princess. Now, as you're seeing on the screen here, here is the Latino princess. Where
Oh, wow,
it's
she's
a-
cute.
It's a fair-skinned, blue-eyed girl. So me being Hispanic, obviously, you know, I kind of find an issue because this is representing a really small portion of the Hispanic population.
That's cool, man. I like that. But she's cute. She's a little cutie pie out there.
Okay,
Everybody that
she's
can't
got
see us.
contacts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
she's cute. She's cute, but the point is, I mean, every princess represent a different culture. It is hard to represent Hispanic culture because we're such a large population. There's different variations of different culture. But to say, oh, here's the Latino princess, she's white with blue eyes.
Right.
See
right,
the
right.
problem now?
Yeah.
Now,
Now, if you don't see us and you can still hear us, what Anna's doing right now, she's bringing little pictures in to show you all the different things for pop culture because we have a comedian, we have a pop culturist, we have a musician, and we do have a photographer and reporter for TMZ, but he's not here this evening. He had some other business to take care of, and we wish him well on that. Go on.
Now,
Jake,
couple-
never.
Now, here's the other thing. Now, I grew up. I'm a Disney kid. I grew up
Okay.
with Disney. I mean,
All right.
extremely disappointed how they represented the Hispanic community. Here's another one. Jake the Pirate. Not sure. I mean, I'm sure it's Jake the Neverland Pirates, but a pirate. Bottom line is, it's a pirate. They're a thief. That's okay. Just go move the dragon out of the way. You know, so is okay. So we got a fair-skinned girl. We have a pirate, and let's not mention Handy Manny, who is a handyman. So what they're pretty much just telling the rest of the world that, you know, it's like, okay, so we are, I don't know, we are thieves and all we can do is basic manual
Right.
labor. I mean, it's just, why couldn't they do like Joe the doctor or, you know,
Right.
Ben
Hey,
the
it's
banker?
pop culture, folks out there, so you're hearing it right here.
Yeah, so I've been really disappointed how Disney has tried to tackle the Hispanic market. Now, Nickelodeon has done a little bit of a better job. I mean, everybody knows Dora and
Oh,
Diego.
don't they look cute out there?
Yes.
Dora,
Now, you
Dora,
immediately see this, you look and you go, okay.
What's that?
I said that, you know, what she's saying is pretty much accurate. You know, you
Yeah.
have to represent the right way.
I agree.
Yes,
I
and
agree.
I mean, Nickelodeon did a great job with Dora and Diego. You look at these kids and go, okay, they could represent a vast amount of Hispanic kids. A little bit tanner, darker hair, darker eyes. That is literally, not saying that all of them are, because I'm Hispanic, but most of us are a little darker skin with
Right.
darker eyes.
Right.
The,
No,
okay.
I mean,
So-
I'm Greek, so you know I get Macedonian Greek, so I get it from every end.
Okay. But no, this is not an attempt to.
I give it to every end too. Yeah.
Now I'll tell you straight up, people that
Don't
know
mess
me,
with me.
I never pulled the race card. However, everybody has to be represented properly, and I think there's poor representation.
Absolutely.
Now, here's another thing happening in pop culture. We all love this game, Angry Birds.
Angry
done
Birds,
by
Angry Birds.
Rubio Games. They have announced that they are doing an Angry Birds movie ready to release in 2015.
All right.
Yes, absolutely. Because, you know, we all remember those great classics such as Super Mario Brothers, the movie. Remember that?
Yes, I do.
John
Yes, I do.
Leguizamo.
Super Mario Brothers. Yep.
Totally. Prince,
Luigi,
Yeah,
baby.
yeah.
I like it, man. I like it.
Prince of Persia, Laura Croft, and Tomb Raider, and let's not forget Resident Evil. What are they up to? 8?
Oh my God! Do you know?
Resident Evil 7000.
Do you know that
Come
one of
watch.
the Resident Evil Resident Evil 4 figures are like $60 to $80 a piece?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay.
Now, moving forward.
You got one more for us, and we gotta get on.
All
We're moving
right.
on,
No,
like
I
a
got two
train,
more.
like a
I got
train.
two more.
All right,
Denny's
make it
is
quick,
in-
make it quick, make it quick.
Anyway, Denny's is introducing their Lord of the Rings Hobbit menu.
Coffee.
A
Yes.
Hobbit menu? Who
A
is
Hobbit-
Denny's?
Denny's.
A Hobbit menu? Are you
Yes.
kidding me, man?
Great
Come on.
platters will include the Hobbit whole breakfast Shine sausage and seed cake French toast. So that should be coming in the fall.
Sneagles. Oh my God.
All right, now here's the big one. Iron Man 3, the trailer just got dropped in today.
This sounds like a porno.
Okay, there we go.
I can't wait to see
Iron
it, dude.
Man
I love
3,
it.
The
I love it,
trailer
love it,
got
love it.
released, and everybody's excited because they pick, I believe his name is Ben Kingsley.
Okay.
As Mandarin, and he's a terrorist
Oh,
that
that's
uses
cool, man.
high-tech weapons.
Wow,
And,
wow.
Yes. Now, some of you guys might recognize him
I
in the movie from Prince of Persia. He was also in Shutter Island. The Love Guru. He was the guru to.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And he was also in that great classic Thunderbirds from 2004.
That's funny.
Trademark
Yes.
TM.
All right. I tell you what. Anna Brown, talking about a little pop culture. Andrew Reed's going to bring us on with another song. And right after this song, we've got Swiya Mohammed coming out. Going to talk about her book for a little bit. And here we go. Mr. Mention coming on with another tune.
This is all about Cuban coffee. Yeah.
Okay, we
I'll
like
drink
that.
to that.
I'll drink to that.
Just one little seed growing into our big tree. It makes coffee, yes. Cuban coffee, yes. It makes coffee for you and me. For you and me. Going globally, helping the families from all races, all nationalities and all creeds, from all creeds. Coffee with a purpose, internationally, helping our kids, helping our kids, helping our kids to live free, to live free. Just one little seed growing into our big tree. It makes coffee, yes. Cuban coffee, yes. It makes coffee for you and me. For you and me.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? Now I want a big cup of coffee.
I
Thanks,
tell you,
brother.
man.
I tell you right now.
Dude, man. I tell you what, that is such a wonderful, wonderful
You know,
song, man.
That song, my daughter, my beautiful daughter Nellie Reed.
Wow.
She's the one that actually came up. I was contemplating about this song.
Sure.
And she came up with a piece of paper. She's 9 years old.
Oh, yeah, it matters.
She came up with a piece of paper and she said, try that, Daddy.
The lyrics?
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, she wants her cut. You know that.
Yeah, right.
Hey, good thing is it's a tax
Swiya, where
write-off.
are you?
Yes.
So-
You're supposed to be on, Swiya. Where you at?
Daddy,
Swiya Mohammed, where are you? We are calling you, Swiya. Oh, he's being so nice. He's getting up. I said right after the song, I was wondering where Swiya is. That song, the reason that song was written is because he is a representative of Cuban coffee. Here she is. Hallelujah. Swiya Mohammed.
Welcome one.
Come on in. Come on, slide right on in here. We can make it happen.
We need the camera adjusted.
No, we need
No,
no.
do
I
it.
tell you what. Here we go.
Slider,
Here we
just
go. Here we
slider.
go. We're gonna slide.
Come this way. Slide
Come
your
on.
whole chair now.
Come on, take the chair, slide it over. There we go.
Good thing we all
We're gonna make it happen. It's all good. It's all
The
good.
camera's been adjusted a bit.
Oh, hey. This is called live TV with Cuban coffee. Swiya, where you at? I see you over there. There we go.
Here, just move that against the wall.
Hey, live TV, man.
We had a little technical difficulties. Our sign fell down.
got one more clip, or you need one more? Let me see if I can get one out of the office.
All right. Here she is. Sweet
Can you see me?
Mohammed. Come on in here, girl.
You gotta move in a little bit more.
Come on. Come on. Come on. You can do it.
It's a losing battle.
There we go. I swear I was going to get her on. Uh-oh.
That's a
Andrew's going to
nail
get
right
stuck in
there.
there. All right, everybody, listen, while they're fixing that, we've got Sweet Mohammed. Thank you for showing up again. I tell you what, we're going to try to get you, we're going to get you more minutes. I think it can happen. Nobody's here yet, so we're okay. So tell us about what's going on. What do you got in your hands here?
Oh, you gotta see this.
I got to see it?
What are
Uh-oh.
we seeing?
This is mental illness.
Oh, you got to put this on here.
Okay. I
Here,
gotta
put the
this on.
headphones on.
Okay.
All right, there you go.
This
Okay.
This is me without medication.
Here, slide over, Sweet. Need to get you.
There we go.
Oh, we're going to see some. This is her off medication.
There you go.
Okay.
Bring that up.
I'm gonna hold that up. Okay. Whoa. All right. This is her off medication.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold it there still for everybody to see. This is her without her medication. Now, was this taken? When you say without medication? This is before you realized that you had a problem.
Yes.
Okay. Hold the microphone close to you.
I gotta
Tell them
see
what it was. Tell them what it is. There you go.
I have been diagnosed with the most debilitating mental illness known in mental health, paranoid schizophrenia.
All right. And that is her before she realized. Now I gotta take a look at this.
And
Damn, girl. God damn, man. You scared. Ah! My God damn, man. You're looking freaked out, man. And is that one of your episodes? You know I bust you all the time. You know, she handles it like such a lady.
oh yeah.
So tell us all about it. So what happened during that picture? What were you going through at that time?
You know, the funny thing about mental illness, sometimes some of the things that you go through, God blocks it from your memory.
Right.
And it's probably because it'll be too painful for you to know.
Right.
So a lot of things that I know, I was dancing, singing, talking to myself. So a lot of things. One thing that I did that I didn't know. My boyfriend at the time told me I was calling my brother's name. My brother had committed suicide. He had a mental illness. He took his medication for a little while and then stopped, and then he ended up killing himself.
Oh wow.
So I was calling his name. You know, that devastated the entire family, me and the entire family. And that's one thing that I was doing
Continue
and wasn't
talking.
aware of. Yeah,
Keep on keeping on.
Yeah, so I don't know everything that I actually did, but I wasn't violent. I didn't hit anybody. And one thing, it's a stereotype that schizophrenics are violent, but that's not true. Schizophrenics are more violent to themselves. They'll hurt themselves before they'll hurt anybody else, unless there's drugs or alcohol involved. Like if there is drugs, then it's a possibility that somebody that has schizophrenia will be violent.
It's just going to be amplified.
Yeah.
Is that paranoid schizophrenic?
Paranoid schizophrenia.
You know, when I had
Because,
you on about 10 weeks ago, 10 or 11 weeks ago, and we talked about the book, and I had outlined it, and we had talked about a lot of things about, and tonight I decided I wasn't going to do that. I wasn't going to outline the book or anything like that. I was going to pretty much let you tell everybody, this is her book right here. Don't Call Me Crazy, I'm Just in Love. Tell everybody where you can get it, just so we can get that out of the way.
You can go to Amazon.com. And you can right now they're having a discount, 60% off, but you have to buy it now.
60% off. You can buy it now.
You have to buy it now.
And the book is called Don't Call Me Crazy, I'm Just in Love. Now, I read this book, and but I have to be honest with you, it was quite a few weeks ago that I read it, and there was a lot of points in there. I don't know if I could really find them. Trigger points in your life about friends getting involved and giving you some of the wrong information and telling you to, nobody understood what you were really going through. And anybody on our panel here, I mean, chime in anytime you want. If you want to ask her any questions about what's going on. But now also, since I saw you last, you're also speaking now. Or no, you said this is required reading for, what was that?
It's a required reading for SBC College.
Yep.
And do you realize what type of accomplishment that is for a person that has what I have and
have to agree
denied
with
it for
that.
a long time? That is one of the biggest accomplishments that I could ever achieve, and I'm still like in awe. I can't believe it's happening.
Right.
And, I went to the college. I did about 4 or 5 presentations.
Well, I told you I'm crazy, and I have no idea how I ended up here. I'm telling you that for sure, man. I'll tell you what, I was crazy. I was crazy years ago, then I got crazy 3 years ago again.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, I'm flipped out, man. You better watch out, man. I'm more scared of you though.
Well, you know, I think
That's why
everybody.
I'm glad I'm over here.
I really do think everybody has that side of them that, you know, requires a little either counseling, either speaking. You know, that's why, you know, people that have a great spouse are blessed.
Yeah, I
because
agree.
they can
I
actually
agree.
sit down and talk and share and commune.
That's if you have a spouse that talks.
Absolutely, and that's what you strive for in a
Yeah,
relationship.
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
so it's great that you have overcome such of a great, point in your life, and you have established yourself, and you can be an example to millions of people.
Well, what was interesting is unknown number. We got a call coming. Hey, come back.
Where do you go? Where do you go?
All right, we got an unknown number coming. Is that Adam? Is that for us? We got a call coming in. Where's that at? I'm trying to find. Hello. I got a call coming in.
Hello.
Yes. Hello. How are you out there tonight? Who are we speaking with? Hello. Go
ahead. We can hear you.
You can talk.
Yeah, 597-4022. You're on the line. They were there. Well, let them try again. For some reason, it didn't go through.
Yeah.
We got
Right.
10? All right, thank you. Okay. Now, when I spoke to you, you did not realize this. Let's see. You were involved with a guy that created a lot of problems for you, and he was not willing to understand what was happening. Now, this book is based on your life, but it is a God, I almost said parody.
Fiction.
It's a fiction, but it's based on your life.
Inspired by my true story.
Inspired by your true story. And so you actually sat down and said, I got to tell people all about this. Now, you're an educated woman.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so tell us about your education.
I studied parapsychology for 10 years on my own. And one reason why I studied parapsychology is because I wanted to know some of the things that I went through when I had my breakdown was some of those things that I saw, was that from God, or was that mental illness? And since I know so much about parapsychology, I can tell the difference between the two. But a lot of people that don't know about parapsychology, they wouldn't. Like, for an example, if you read my book, and when she loses her mind.
When you read her book.
That's right. When you read my book, the parts when she loses her mind, pay very close attention to those parts, because I'm teaching you what I learned from parapsychology. So if you don't know parapsychology, you're going to just think she's crazy. But if you know parapsychology, you can be like, oh my God, this person is so intelligent.
Well, you know what, though? I brought this up with you last time you were on. And I've always been one of these people, I can fix my own problems. You know what I mean? I've just been always that way. But, sometimes you do need intervention, and some people don't really get it. Now, I have not had to have an intervention in my life, and for you to go through something like that and then come out the other end and write a book. See, I'm writing a book, and I was just plumb crazy. Okay, just crazy across the board. And then I've been writing a book. But you wrote your book, and I've already been writing it for 3 years. How long did it take you to write that book?
Oh my goodness, I don't even know. 2, 3, 4, 5 years. I don't even know.
Really? Took you a while?
I don't even know. Because I write based on experience, and I was hospitalized, and then I was taking my medication. Then I stopped, and then I was hospitalized again. So in between those times, I didn't have any material.
Sure.
Are you still on their medications now?
Oh yeah, I've been taking medication now for 5 years without any relapse. And I want the audience to know I do have a BA
Thank
degree.
God for modern day
Is
chemistry.
that basically a chemical imbalance?
Yes, my grandmother on my dad's side has schizophrenia, and my dad is mentally ill, but I don't know what he has. He's in Miami.
Wow.
I
Okay,
haven't
that's
spoken to
interesting.
him.
That's interesting.
But I do want the audience to know I do have a BA.
I'm talking like Dr. Drew. Yes, that's interesting. Yes. What else you got to talk? No, go ahead.
I do have a BA degree in psychology also, and I studied business at the University of South Florida. So I am very educated. My book is written on 3 different levels. There's, if you know about psychology, you'll love the book. If you just like romances, you'll love the book.
Yeah, but you know what, though? I'm going to say this. Some people, okay, now I understand college. They take care of their business and they teach everybody. But I think there's a point where people that do go to college, they start learning this stuff, and then they turn it on their spouses. And I'm not kidding you. I mean,
what way?
this is the fact. They start turning, well, I know this. So I'm going to go ahead and super analyze you because I got you figured out because this professor told me that this is what it's about you.
Only if you have
And
a
then-
crummy spouse.
That doesn't,
Only if you have
that
a crummy
doesn't work.
spouse.
That doesn't
That's
work.
right.
Right. But
That's
no,
right.
what I'm saying is it's like really weird because I mean, all of a sudden, you're sitting there with somebody and they're like, well, my professor said, or what the your professor doesn't know me. I didn't talk with him.
That's
I-
Tell that prick to go home.
I
No,
really
I'm-
do think, though, that people who study different things are merely just trying to edify themselves.
You know
Well,
what? I
knowledge
agree.
is power.
Yeah,
know?
knowledge
Yeah,
is
you know
power,
what I mean?
and they
And-
will manipulate. I believe that all the way, man.
If you can edify yourself through your sickness like she have done,
Right.
and she have gone through the furnace, she have gone through the hardship, and she comes out as pure gold. So,
So
I know,
how old were
it's
you
not
when
true.
you,
It's
how
a-
old were
it's
you
a-
when you realized that you had a
it's a
problem?
great thing.
I was 28 when I first started to get sick. I think.
Wow, that's a
I'm
little bit late
36
too.
now.
Wow, really? You don't look
Yes.
36.
I'm good.
No, man, you don't.
You're welcome.
And you got nice toes. I hate ugly toes, man. You got nice toes too.
She still gets that young lady. She's
I
having
call it
like
like I see it, Mr. Mention. I do, man.
We got five.
We got five. Go ahead.
Yeah, I have to look young because I'm a movie star. Nobody knows it yet.
Ah,
right.
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
If I can
that's
reach
it.
my bell, I'd hit it,
That's
man.
right, that's
You know what?
right.
I've always said that you have got to reach for the furthest star in order to hit the planet
What
that is
you
close
need-
to you.
what
Okay,
you
we got
need
a
to-
call coming in. Let's try it again. Hello, you're on the air on How Did We Get Here? Who are we talking to?
Yes, this is Rashida.
Rashida. Okay, Rashida,
Yes.
what would you like to ask one of our panel here? Tell us who you'd like to ask it and go ahead and ask away.
I'm calling for Swea,
Okay,
Yes.
talk for Swea. What's going on?
and I just want to ask her. First of all, I want to congratulate her for doing so well and not having relapses. And I want to ask her, what
We're
does she
sorry about that.
recommend to encourage other people that might have a mental illness who may be afraid to talk about it? What does she recommend that
Good
they
point.
go to a therapist, or how should they just
Good
deal
point.
with their
I
illness?
like that. So what would you, the caller, and please stop me if I'm wrong, she wants to know what would you recommend for somebody that's going through it to do? I mean, at that particular moment in their life.
Well, definitely buy the book. Definitely.
Definitely buy
other
the
than
book,
that,
definitely buy the book.
Other than that, I think that you have to find someone that knows how to listen to you. And see, a lot of times when people tell you their problems, they want you to listen and help them come to a resolution by asking questions, but they don't want you to solve their problems for them. See,
Right,
humans are
right.
very intelligent. We don't even realize how intelligent we are. We can solve our own problems.
I agree.
We need someone to listen and ask questions. So once you find that person, then you can go ahead and talk with that person about what you're going through.
Okay, I agree with that. That's cool. Rashida, did that answer your question out there this evening? Okay, thank you very much, and we thank you for calling into our show. Okay, and I keep on. I swear, man, I really was going to try to stay away from this, but there were so many different points that I brought up with the. Now, if you want to see this interview, a longer interview, you can actually see it. It was, I believe, actually, it was week
It's
one.
the second too.
Oh, it's second week. And Swea was on, and we wanted to have her back to talk about her book again. And I know that we'll have you back. He hasn't given us our sign there, so I guess we're doing okay for a little bit more. And we're going to continue on. Tell us some more. Go ahead, Andrew. Excuse me, Mr. Mention.
No, I find it very, very, great to have,
Three.
experience here,
Yeah.
so that people can actually call in and actually
Right. Well,
venture.
We actually encourage that. We
Yeah,
actually want
we
people
do.
to call in
Yeah,
because, what the hell? The number's right there.
yeah,
You just got to pick up the thing and go, doot, 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 doot.
Right.
That's it.
And you can ask us literally anything you want, you can ask the panel. And the reason, and the show, when I first got together with Nolan Ray here at Talk Slam Radio, and there's Talk Wad Radio, and there's Comedy Talk Radio, and all that other stuff. So there's quite a few shows on this with this entertainment group. But and when he asked me, he goes, "Well, what do you want to call your show?" And what would it be? And I says, well, you know what? I'm writing a book, so I'm going to do a spin-off of the book, and we're going to call the show How Did We Get Here? And once again, folks, if you just tuned in, how did we get here is the reason we call it that with a question mark. It's how did we get here as a society? How did we get here as a whole? How did an individual get there? We are not a political show, even though we got political for about 10 minutes back there. But that was part of it because we're going through the elections, and it's part of our society. So I had to bring that up. And as you can see, it was a great little debate there real quick, but we got over it. But and then we have folks like Sweya on, and we have musicians on, and we have all these different guests that come onto our show. And sometimes it's just the five of us. And now we have Mr. Mention back on the show with us again, and he will be a permanent figure. We hope that I don't know how do you guys feel about that?
He's got my vote, and I definitely want to get a CD, brother.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
I mean, like I said, you know, I mean.
Oh yeah,
You got to sign it though. I got to have
yeah.
I have quite a collection.
Now,
of
for the folks out there, I'm sorry. Let me go ahead and get this out there because they're giving us the minutes down. Now, if anybody wants to get, because I get quite a few emails out there. If anybody wants to get in touch with anybody on a panel, you can do it through me. And my email is right on that board right there. Antonio, the number 1, Y, the number 1 at hotmail.com. I'll repeat it again. Antonio, 1Y1 at hotmail.com. Now, for the first time, I'm going to spell my name. And if you want to become one of my Facebook friends, you're going to have to get a pen. You got a pen? That's it. Here it goes. Antonio, Y-A-K-I-M as in master. O-V as in victory. I-C-H. Y-A-K-I-M-O-V-I-C-H. Y-A-K-I-M-O-V-I-C-H.
Now pronounce it.
Yakimovich. Antonio Yakimovich.
And one shout out I want to say on Saturday, you know, the Jamaican restaurant down in Tarpon Springs.
The Jerk Center.
The Jerk Center, they'll be having a little music get together there. Don't miss it. It's gonna be fun. I mean, you have Cliff there, you know.
What hours?
It's gonna be 7 until, I mean, I guess, you know, we're going to have a great time.
Jamaican Jerk Center?
Yes, sir. We're going to have a lot of Jamaican food. And we're going to have
it's a good place. It's really good food, too.
I like
excellent
I really hope
food.
you guys can make it out.
Chicken.
You know, it's excellent food, and the company is great.
What do we got here?
The atmosphere is going to be wonderful. So come on down to the Jerk Center and let's have fun together.
And also, if you want to grab onto Mr. Mention, I'll say his whole name, Andrew Reed II, a.k.a. Mr. Mention. You can buy his CD. All you have to do is let me know, and I can patch you over to him, and you can you get in touch with him.
Why don't you put like a little
and it's also at the flea market at the at the store also.
At Oldsmar, you can pick up his CD.
You know, it's also on CD Baby, straight from my website.
Right.
You can purchase it right there.
Okay.
So
and then of course, by your place this weekend. You got them at your place too?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then
absolutely.
with Anna and Tom, tell them about yours.
RagingNerdgasm.com.
I don't know about you, but I have to change my clothes when she says that.
Every time she says that, RagingNerdgasm.com. No, really, truly. They do so many different things with www.ragingnerdgasm.com. So you can definitely get in touch with Anna or Tom and find out about all kinds of collectibles. And she and Tom are both pop culturists, so you can give us a talk. We are going down to seconds. On behalf of myself, Antonio, Anna,
Dough Truck,
Mr. Mention.
Yeah.
on behalf of all of us, peace, everybody. How did we get here? Give us a call. Send me your emails. We love you. Peace out,
May
man.
God bless us all. One love.
Stop. You want to do? Oh, it start again. If we could live together.